our 2-7 matchup, the hated Boston Celtics. And I used to hate the Boston Celtics because, like I said, I'm a Lakers fan, man. And I if people could see my group text that I'm in with my homies, man, where I rail against one ML Carr, man. I don't even know for sure if ML Carr is still with us. I hope that brother is. It's all in good fun, but yeah, man. You ever thought about, never mind. I'm not gonna say that, man. Y'all gonna cancel me if I say that, but I hate the Boston Celtics, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've been to Boston. Boston is a lovely city. It's cool. I can dig it, but just the history of Boston, um, you know, their teams. I used to be a Falcon fan back when I was a fan of football teams. I'm not a fan of any football team now. And, of course, the New England Patriots and Tom Brady, they made me not be a football fan anymore, on top of all the other political stuff with the NFL. But yeah, so anyway, I digress. Just to say the hate for Boston and me is strong, man. I saw the homie Jay King from The Athletic talking about how Philly was a better place to live in than Atlanta. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, first and foremost. I don't even think people in Philadelphia say that, man. But, these people in Boston, they're Boston media, man. The Bill Simmons, the Ryan Russillos, the Dave Portnoys, all these guys, man. Like, it's just a certain stench that they got on them, man, in my opinion, that I'm just not a fan of, man. Out of all of them, I probably rock with Russillo the most. He seems the most kind of level-headed about things, man. But you know how it is when you get with your boys. He gets on the podcast with Bill Simmons, and most of the time he tries to calm them down. But you get around your friends and you just let them cook. So, yeah, I say that to say that, and and the '86 series that the Hawks should have handled, or '87, I think, when Dominique and Larry Bird went back and forth, man. That I thought the Hawks would win, and broke my heart. Dominique had 48 in Game 7. So, yeah, man, you just look at the history of it. The 2008 series when KG and Paul Pierce was throwing up gang signs in the series, man, and they picking on Zaza Pachulia of all people. Tough guy, KG. I love you, KG. I used to love KG too, man. Before he became a Boston Celtic, I never loved Paul Pierce. He's trash. So, yeah, whatever. I started back. My love for KG is coming back now until he started talking that Boston stuff where he has Paul Pierce around him. But yeah, man, I just don't like Boston. So I say all that to say, please take this pick with a grain of salt, but I mean it with every fiber of my heart. The Atlanta Hawks are going to burn down the Boston. It's going to be another Boston massacre, man. I got the Hawks winning this series of 6, man. Now, that is not any logic behind that, but besides, I will never pick a Boston team. So you will see a running theme in this. They will lose next series if they don't win this one. I'm going to keep picking against them, man. Shout out to all the people in Boston. But, yeah, I hate y'all team. I ain't a fan of y'all city, and I don't like none of y'all media people, and probably don't like y'all if I ever met y'all, man. So yeah, that's that, man. And y'all made it this way. It's just, it's just something about the Boston people, man. And it's like all of them are in the media too. So you kind of got to deal with them. You got to hear them because they come from all walks of life, and they just, they make their voices heard, and it's like they band together for some reason. So I say that to say they're gonna crap on Trae Young. I can't wait to hear what Bill Simmons says on his podcast about Trae Young and the Hawks. And you know what? Last segment I talked about who could have leaked this story. Was it Shams or Trae? You know who may have done it? It may have been somebody in Boston who did it, man, because they always doing stuff like that. See the Philadelphia 76ers and what they did to their organization, man, with their little reporting that they did right back in a couple years ago. So, yeah, I have a vested interest in this series, man, and I hope the Hawks are able to pull this off. It's more hope than anything, man. Yeah, it would be the greatest thing ever, man. If I could get a 5-minute guest spot on one of those Ringer podcasts, man, just to debate and go back and forth with Bill Simmons, that's my dream, and nothing would be better this will atone for all of the other stuff that's happened. Maybe not 28-3. Nothing will atone for that probably, but everything else in the Boston, Atlanta sports lexicon will be atoned for if the Hawks in the Celtics season, man. And the clapper, as they call him, Joe Mazzulla, they giving that guy a hard time already. All he did was coach y'all to the second seed, man. Y'all gave Emi Udoka a hard time last year, then y'all loved him all of a sudden when he got y'all to the finals. So yeah, man, I want nothing but bad things to happen to Boston, man. And this loss will be an amazing thing to happen, man. I couldn't be more happy if it happened.